How we doing, folks? Welcome back to another film. We're doing a product review today. Now, I got contacted about a month ago by a company called Reolink and asked if I was interested in testing a new camera out that they brought, and this is it. It's called a Keen Ranger PT. Now, it's an all singing, all dancing trail cam. So we're not doing an unboxing video. We've had it out in the field, but at the beginning, let's start at the beginning. For anyone who follows the channel, you'll know I use these trail cams. I've a load of them, and they're fantastic for wildlife photographers. They're absolutely invaluable. I can just bung one of them out on location, fill it full of batteries, memory card, leave it for however long, a month, go back. I've got all my images and footage on the memory card. I can either look at it in the field or take the memory card back home and see what footage I've got. Now, you can get fancier ones than these that have a SIM card in them, and as soon as it is triggered, the PIR is triggered, or it takes a photograph, it starts recording video, it'll send you a notification back to your phone. You can look on your phone and you can see what's going on. Now, this camera is an advancement on that, and it's a fantastic bit of kit. I'm really impressed with it. So the thing is with this, works on exactly the same principle. This works on a 4G signal, so you put a SIM card in the camera. When the PIR is triggered or movement is sensed, you get a notification back to your phone via the app, and then what you can do then is you can actually start controlling the camera. So the camera will pan and tilt, so it'll spin 360 degrees, but it'll also pan and tilt. So you can actually track the subject that you're following. So I've had this down on I've had it on a badger set for the last 3 weeks. So when it gives me a notification, you open the app up, and then you've got a little cursor on the app, and you can start controlling the camera, so you can actually track the subject. And it's fantastic. It's a bit of a game changer, really, because many times I've looked on my trail camera footage and I've seen a fox going past or a deer, and it'll just vanish out of sight. I don't know where it's going. So with this camera, I can actually track the subject. I can see where it's going. I can, you know, it might be out of that field of view, that initial field of view, but you can move the camera around and actually, you know, watch the subject wherever it goes. So let's have a look now what you actually get in the box. So what do you get when you buy the Keen Ranger PT? Well, this is the main camera. That's your main camera there. That's your aerial. Your here we go. You've got a little slot there, which is for your memory card. The memory card actually comes with it, so you put your SIM card in there. So that's the main body of the camera. That's the holder. Right, so there we go. That can either be screwed onto a post or a tree, or it actually comes with a decent length of strap that you can secure it with a strap if you didn't want to screw into a piece of wood. You also get the solar panel, which is fantastic because you can just set that up, put it at a decent angle where you're going to catch the sun for most of the day, and that will keep powering the camera. You can either charge the camera up. You don't have to use the solar panel if you don't want to, so that's got a rechargeable battery in it. Charge the camera up, put it out on location, and you've got till the battery runs out, obviously dependent on how much the camera gets triggered, how much the PIR gets triggered. But the solar panel, it's a bit of a game changer, really. You know, it'll give it I got loads and loads of life. I mean, I've had it out in a dark woodland on a badger set, and it's lasted over 3 weeks. It was just due to how dense it was, and you know, not getting loads of light in there, that it eventually ran out of battery. But if I'd have had this, you know, out in the open, and I could have got a good you know, a good sunlight to it, it would have lasted indefinitely. So the specs on the actual camera, it weighs 280 grams, which is hardly anything. That cable on the solar panel is 4 meters long, so loads of reach on that. The actual unit is IP65 weatherproof, so this has been out in some pretty skanky weather, and you know, it's just been operating absolutely perfectly. When you plug the solar panel in, there's a little rubber gland on there, and that just seals that. So it's a pretty impressive unit. I mean, what we'll do now, we'll have a look at some of the footage that I've managed to capture over the last few weeks. A lot of the notifications have been at night time, but we've had a family of deer there, we've seen foxes, badger, squirrels, rats, we've had all sorts of stuff. So a really impressive unit. Really is a good bit of kit. So let's have a look at them now.